Most of the investing in the seed community is not driven by true angels. It's driven by VCs and seed funds. And most of those are very active on AngelList. We've actually gotten deals done with Andreessen, Greylock, Kleiner, a lot of the top firms, first round, et cetera, et cetera.
So a deal gets done, a person posts onto AngelList, one of those partners
at the firm
sees it, it takes a meeting, and then it originated from AngelList.
Correct.
And so Andreessen Horowitz and those kind of people, they just think, well, AngelList is just another great source.
Yeah, especially for
with a little extra vetting.
Right, especially for the top tier VCs. They love it because they know they can get into any deal. So more visibility and more deals being created is good for them. I think really the VCs who may not be as happy about it are the ones who had a proprietary access to some very narrow deal flow. Like they were sitting as a bottleneck in some university or some location where nobody else was around.
Right.
But proprietary access to deal flow is going away. Everyone knows everything now. Information is free.
Right. So and this is one of the last strangleholds, really, of this is one of the last opaque boxes, private company funding at the early stages.
Right, and it'll take 10 years to unravel fully, but it will.
Right, and some people are kicking and screaming, but generally speaking, the great companies will rise, and the great investors will rise, and the mediocre ones will take a big hit.
And so, that's right, and so as an investor, you have to compete on your judgment and on your and basically on your brand, your value,
your reputation.
Right, but you don't get to compete on your proprietary access.
Right, or the fact that you just happen to be a VC with a checkbook.
Right.
That alone is not enough anymore.
Right, there's too much capital in this world looking for a return.
Right, and is this creating, are you creating more angel investors, do you think?
I don't think so, because we've actively resisted that. So some of our criteria for getting listed as an angel on AngelList is you have to have done at least 2 pure cash investments in the past. And you have to be someone of reputation in the community that we can check out. And of course you have to be accredited. So really what we're trying to proxy underneath is, have you lost money before and been okay with it?
Right.
So we only want people who are not going to get bent out of shape when the entrepreneur loses the money. So in that sense, we're really not trying to create new investors. This space is highly regulated, and there's a lot of litigation in it. So we don't want to get sued when that person loses their money.
Right.
We don't really view ourselves as a vetting or training ground for new investors.
How do new angel investors then get trained? I mean, AngelList doesn't exist for that purpose. It exists for a different purpose. What is the mechanism for that? Because I see a lot of angels in training, people who want to be angel investors coming to the events I host and then getting on AngelList or asking me for a referral to AngelList kind of thing.
I think generally for those people, the best thing is to invest with someone you know alongside into 1 or 2 deals, get your feet wet, invest in people that you know, learn a little bit, go to an incubator demo day, see the lay of the land, make your mistakes there.
Yeah, exactly. Which is exactly what's happened. I had 2 or 3 people who wanted to be angel investors, and they said, I want to invest in something at launch. Can I invest in something? And I said, no, well, you have to make that decision yourself.
Yeah, we've rejected 75 or 80% of the angel applicants to AngelList.
Wow. Wow, 7, 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's a significant number.
Yeah, we could easily be at 12, 13,000 investors if we wanted to be.
Right, but you just don't want the agita of having to...
Plus the startups care. The startups are like, who is this person?
Right.
Right. The better the startup, the more they care about who gets to see their profile, who's in their round.
Back to your original point about signaling, and if you care who's your investor, you probably have something worth caring about.
Right.